yesterday. Your smile, your style, so fly by.
Hi friends, I'm Jackie and welcome to my channel, Hearth and Apron. Now here you're going to find all kinds of creative homemaking content, whether it is cooking, cleaning, DIYs, decor, movie night ideas, and so much more. So if you haven't already hit that subscription button, I hope that you will consider doing so right now and join my YouTube family. Either way, don't forget to say hi down below so that I can thank you for joining me and hanging out with me. Now, today's video, we're going to be tapping into that creative energy because it is time for some Valentine's Day DIYs. You know, I absolutely love to do DIYs. Just to get to tap into that creative energy brings me so much joy. And even better, I get to share it with you. Now, this is actually going to be part one of a two-part segment, and that is because I had some items come in and frankly, they weren't the right dimension. So as opposed to give you a subpar product, we're going to shove a couple of these DIYs to next Sunday in a whole new episode for you guys, and then have today's video come out too. Now, we're going to start out by doing some signs. I have two that are going to be from one of my tiered trays, as well as a really fun menu idea that can be used year-round. And we're also going to be making a super cute Cupids Brewing Co sign to go in my kitchen for decor. You guys, I'm so excited about this. Not only that, because after that, I'm going to show you how to make the cutest little DIY decor piece that is just going to make your Valentine's decor pop this year, as well as not break your wallet. So let's go ahead and get this party started. We're going to start out with those signs. The first one is one that I'm actually really looking forward to. I picked up a round sign from Dollar Tree and we are going to give it a total makeover. And I absolutely love Dollar Tree for that, because sometimes they have things that are just absolutely perfect and fit right with your decor, and sometimes they have things that are just an amazing base so that you can make something really great without breaking the budget. So we're going to take this round sign, coat it all entirely in black, and then I'm going to follow up with an SVG I got from Cricut, which I will have linked down below, and we are going to cut it out on a rose gold foil iron-on. Now, that was an accident. I've actually never worked with iron-on anything other than clothing before, and I'm a little bit nervous. I accidentally got this one. I thought I was getting an adhesive foil, but you know what? I'm actually just as nervous as I am excited to try something new. And I think that this is going to turn out absolutely adorable. I just cannot wait to see the end result. So when I am done showing you all the signs today, don't forget to let me know which one is your favorite. After this, we are going to make two small little signs for my tiered tray in my bedroom. I wanted to have a romantic feel in there, but I don't want it to be too overwhelming, and I just want to keep with the simple vibe. So we're going to be making some nice decor pieces that can not only be used for Valentine's Day, but something I can keep there year-round or in times where I don't have other decor up. Now, after that, we are going to be making a menu board. Now, I found this really cute unfinished menu board at Ross for $5, and we're going to go ahead and stain the outside, give it a little bit of bling, and let me know what you think.
Travel the world, so just say yes. Choose to do whatever.
You're going to see here, I actually just directly put the paint onto my surface area so that I can spread it around easier. You can technically dip your paint like you normally would into like a little container, but I find that this is dramatically faster when I'm trying to get a large area painted. This is a process called weeding, and I wanted to show you this for two reasons. First off, just to point out what the process is, which is basically where you take your cutout image and you remove all of the reverse image, leaving you just your desired picture. Now, what I also wanted to point out is you will notice you don't see any rose gold, right? That is because when you're working with foil and some kind of iron-on in any way, you actually put the colored portion down onto the bottom of the sticky paper. And then you cut it with a mirrored image. And then, so I'm kind of pulling everything out and everything is actually reversed at this point, but when I turn it around and start to iron it on, it will be exactly the right direction. Now that my image is ready to go, I am going to warm up my iron on the wool setting, and I am going to put a piece of parchment paper over top of this protective layer and the foil, and just firmly press with my iron until I feel like it is starting to transfer to the board itself. Once that is done, I'm going to give it just a couple seconds to cool, and then immediately take off the clear coating protection layer. Now make sure to be careful when you take that off, because if there is a mistake and something isn't transferred all the way, you will notice as you are taking off that protection layer. So you can easily come back in with your iron and press a little bit longer if you need to. our second project we're going to work on, I have a heart-shaped piece of wood that I picked up from Dollar Tree, and we are going to really quickly go over with a P220 sanding paper and just kind of get as many of the imperfections out as possible. And then I'm going to follow up with some Minwax penetrating stain in the color Honey 272. And I'm just going to add one nice coat, and I'm also going to make sure to wipe off any excess as I'm going. And then I'm going to let this dry, and we will be back later to add our letters. Alright, so I have already cut out what I'm going to be putting onto this heart today on the same kind of that rose gold foil. And I'm not going to lie, I actually kind of regret that. I feel like it might have stood out a little bit more with white, but it does give a very subtle touch, and it does make it match the other sign that I'm going to make for that tiered tray as well. Now, this basically just says my husband and my name and the year that we got together, which was 2003. And so I'm just going to transfer this over to my board the same way that I did with the previous board. We're just going to be using a piece of parchment paper and our iron set on wool, and it doesn't take near as long to put this in. You are going to notice that I actually had a couple letters mess up as well, and it was so easy to just come in and add those letters later without it being a problem, in case you find yourself in the same situation.
Even when I disagree.
For this next piece that we are going to be making, we are just going to be simply adapting a really cute little sign that I picked up at Dollar Tree. You guys, I'm obsessed with it. I will tell you more about that in just a second, but you will notice over to the side, I actually have kind of a scrolling show of how you can set this up on your telephone, because you do not technically have to have a standing computer to be able to use your Cricut. And I wanted to just show you that, you know, you can really shake this up. I'll show you how later I process it and get it going through on my computer, but I wanted you to see that this can also be done super easy through the app as well. Now, when it comes to materials to do this project, we are just using a simple piece of white cardstock as well as some of that foil that irons on again. And I am just going to use the same exact process that I did earlier, so I'm not going to bore you by repeating it all over again, but the actual sign itself comes with two pieces of clear, like acrylic, in between it, and you can actually pull those pieces out and put in images that kind of float in the center. And when I saw this, I fell in love. I actually picked up extras so that I can spray paint the frames and use these for future holidays down the road. Let me know what you think down below. Alright, we are on to our last sign that we are going to make today, but make sure to stay tuned because after this I have one more decor item that I want to show you, and you guys are going to love it. So we are going to head over and do a light sand on my menu board because there was some imperfections that I really didn't like. I got this, as I said earlier, for $5 from Ross, so those imperfections are not a deal breaker, but I do want to get them taken care of before I stain. And we are going to be following that up with the same exact stain that we used earlier on that little round, or on that little heart, pardon me, with the 272 honey colored penetrating stain. So after that, I'm going to let it dry, and then we are going to come back in and use these images that I'm cutting out on the Cricut in a white vinyl and just apply that. Make sure to stay tuned because there's more fun coming. Quick tip, I totally recommend putting painting tape over top of your chalkboard so that you don't get the stain on the chalkboard itself. It wasn't the easiest to clean off, but I was kind of being stubborn, and then I tried to use a piece of paper, and that didn't really work that well either. So do yourself a favor, add the tape before you start.
Fall asleep, 'cause I'm not tired. I'm thinking about the days we used to shine when we were young. I told you that we should start a band and reach for the sky. It's 2 a.m. and I can't fall asleep. I'm just not tired. I can hear the raindrops falling. It's cold outside and I kind of feel like calling, but it's too late now. I just miss you. I just miss you. We were such a constellation, right? No, you'd agree. Made a reputation for ourselves at age 18. We had the devil on our shoulders telling
really the Cupids Brewing Company. This far exceeded my expectations despite the fact that I had a couple glitches on it. I love it, and I loved working with this new medium, and I can't wait to come up with new projects for the future. Have you guys worked with the iron-on foil before? I would love to hear your experiences with it, so let me know about it down below. Now it is time for us to head to our last DIY for today. It is incredibly simple, it is incredibly cost efficient, but so cute, and I can't wait to share it with you.
So we are going to be making yarn hearts. Now these two are ones that I've made in the past, and I use the different colors because that's like the more tone of my living room, but also I like fine lines and the kind of satiny look of the crochet string. But in the bedroom, I want something cozy and fluffy looking. So we're going to be using traditional yarn. Now I am just going to be using these little hearts that I got pre-cut out from Dollar Tree. You can use paper or you can go ahead and pick these up as well. Either way, it's incredibly cost efficient. And we are just going to be using our glue gun to help secure on the string as we just wind them again and again and again and again. And eventually they are absolutely adorable.
Gonna let the sun shine in today. I'm trying to make this darkness go away. I'll paint with colors and I'll sing until my lungs give out. I'm gonna let the sun shine in today. And I will leave my windows open so that I can hear the sound of talking and the wind blowing in the trees. Oh, I will open up my eyes so I can see the light. Oh, and I'll try to spread my wings so I can fly. Oh, and the darkness starts to fade. Feels like things are gonna go my way. I'm gonna let the sun shine in the day. Gonna let the past be filled with smoke, and I will try to fix what has been broken, and take this weight off my shoulders, cause I know yesterday ain't coming back. I'm gonna let the past stay in the cold.
Okay, didn't that turn out so cute? I am so in love with these little yarn hearts. And I love the way that they can be versatile and be changed up. For instance, the ones that I had made in the past have this fine lines, and they're kind of like a silkier string that I used, where I feel like the yarn on the ones for the bedroom just really take this and make it feel cozy. And it makes it feel like little cushy pillows in my decor. So I absolutely adore it. Let me know what you think of this little inexpensive DIY down below. All right, my peeps, this is gonna be the end of today's video. I'm gonna go ahead and show you a little bit of a close-up of all the DIYs before I head out. But don't forget to hit that subscription button if you haven't already, and to like and share this video. It really helps out my channel. And make sure you stay tuned because I have got so much fun content coming your way, including the second part of this DIY special, where next week we are going to be making Storybook Rose heart wreath, as well as homemade candles with a little bit of a personalized touch. So you don't want to miss out on that one. I personally cannot wait to make it for you. So I will see you next time, and I hope your day is just absolutely magical. Thanks for hanging with me.